Good morning, afternoon or evening from whenever or wherever you are watching this video from. I am Jack Adamas back with my Premier League football predictions, episode 14, game week 14 in the Premier League. Let's get straight into it. We start at 7:30 on Wednesday where we have Everton at home to Wolves. Now, Everton do come into this game on some bad form and they have lost 2 and drawn 2 of their last 4 matches without even scoring a single goal in those 4 matches, which now leaves them as the joint lowest scorers in the Premier League this season. Wolves also lost on the weekend and they conceded 4 goals in that defeat, and they haven't kept a clean sheet on the road since January, so this is early doors, but this game really does seem like a 6-pointer for both sides. Wolves have won their last 3 visits to Goodison Park and they are undefeated against Everton in their last 6 head-to-heads, but Everton and especially Sean Dyche do need a win here, and for that reason I'm going against the form guide here and I'm going for an Everton 1-0 win. Next up we have Man City at home to Nottingham Forest. Now, Man City did lose that top of the table clash on Sunday and now they are winless in their last 7 games, which sounds absolutely crazy, and they do find themselves outside the top 4 for the first time in God knows how long, but it is just a matter of time before they get back to winning ways. Nottingham Forest sit only 1 point behind Man City in the Premier League table and they have only lost 1 game on the road this season. Will they send another shockwave throughout the league as they beat Liverpool earlier on at Anfield? Can they follow that up by beating Man City at the Etihad? Man City are overdue a battering of somebody, and unfortunately for Forest I think it will be them in this one, as I can see Man City winning here 4-1. Next up we have Newcastle at home to Liverpool. Now, Newcastle did win their first 2 games in November, but then since then they have suffered a loss and a draw in that time. They did concede a 94th minute equaliser against Crystal Palace, which would have been a major blow for their confidence going into this one. However, they do have the security of knowing that they've only lost 1 of their last 15 home matches. Liverpool are on fire this season and they have won 18 out of 20 games so far in all competitions, but they do know that they have to keep this form up because one dip in form they will let their title rivals back into it. This will be a tricky game, but Liverpool are unbeaten in their last 15 head-to-heads against Newcastle. Make that sweet 16 come full time as Liverpool win here 2-0. Also at 7:30 on Wednesday, we have Southampton at home to Chelsea. Now, bottom place Southampton did get a very well-earned point on Friday against Brighton, and if it wasn't for a very dubious VAR call, they could have left with all 3 points quite easily. They will come into this on the fresh of the 2 sides as well, as they have had 2 days extra rest. Bar Liverpool, Chelsea really are the informed team in the Premier League right now. They have got 21 out of a possible 30 points out of their last 10 matches, and they have only lost 1 game on the road this season, and that was against Liverpool themselves. Southampton did the double over Chelsea last time they was in the Premier League, but I can't see them getting anything out of this game, so I'm going for a Chelsea 3-1 win. Next up, we have game of the week at 8:15 on Wednesday. It is at the Emirates where Arsenal host Manchester United. Arsenal, since coming back from the international break, they have won their last 3 matches in a row, and they've all been by a 3-goal plus margin as well. They are on a roll at the moment, and they are also unbeaten in their last 12 matches at the Emirates. Manchester United at the moment, they have got that new manager bounce and they put 4 past Everton on the weekend, which is their biggest victory in the Premier League since August 2021. Their away form is a bit of a problem though. They've drawn 5 and lost 1 of their last 6 games on the road. Arsenal have won 4 of their last 5 head-to-heads at home to Manchester United. I reckon it'll be another victory for them in this one in a hard-fought 2-1 victory. And to round up Wednesday at 8:15, we travel to Villa Park where Aston Villa host Brentford. Now, after starting off the season so well, Aston Villa are now winless in their last 8 matches. 5 of which came in the Premier League, which is their worst run in the Premier League since August 2022. Brentford, on the contrast to that, have only had 1 loss in their last 6 matches in all competitions, and they have no problem finding the back of the net as they're the joint 2nd highest scorers in the league this year. This will be a tight game, but it'll be an end-to-end high-scoring game, and I just feel like Villa need to win that bit more, so I'm going for a Villa 3-2 victory in this one. Moving on to Thursday at 7:30 where we have Fulham at home to Brighton. Now, Fulham are basically even across the board this year. They've got 5 wins, 4 losses and 4 draws to their name so far this season. They do have the psychological edge over Brighton though, as they are unbeaten in their last 8 head-to-heads against them with 4 wins and 4 draws. Brighton are having their best start to a Premier League season after 13 games and they find themselves in the top 4 this season, but they will be disappointed with themselves that they couldn't get more than a point against bottom of the table Southampton last time out. This game really is a toss of a coin and it could go either way. I would not be surprised in any of the outcomes in this game, but I am going for a Fulham 2-1 victory in this one. And to round up game week 14 on Thursday at 8:15, we have Bournemouth at home to Tottenham. Now, Bournemouth did make history last weekend when they scored 4 goals against Wolves, with Evan Nilsson being the first player ever to be fouled 3 times to get a penalty, and for Justin Kluivert, who scored a hat-trick of penalties in that game. They'll be definitely hoping for more of the same in this one. Tottenham are very inconsistent at the moment and they do only have 1 win in their last 5 matches. They were booed off the pitch after that draw against Fulham on Sunday. However, I do think that's a bit disrespectful from their fans as they've had a massive fixture pile up and they have got a very long growing injury list. Dominic Solanke is questionable for this game if he will play or not through illness. I do think the game will finish in a 2-2 draw, but if Solanke plays, I can guarantee you he'll get his name on the score sheet. Thank you very much if you are still here at the end of my video. I really do appreciate the love and support I've been getting from you guys. Please do continue to like, share, follow, but most importantly, subscribe to that YouTube channel. Have a good rest of the week, guys. And remember, if you don't shoot, you can't score. Bye, guys. Have a good week.